Traders, welcome back to another Relentless recap. Ladies and gentlemen, be sure to, of course, hit that thumbs up button. If you're a new viewer, consider subscribing and turn on notifications. That way you guys know whenever I go live. I will be live tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern time for another beautiful day. Today, another slow day, man. Another slow day. These last 3 days have been on the slower side. In fact, we've been grinding out on very, very small numbers. But we did start the day on the right foot, on the right note with stock AMST. I recognize that, this might just be the best action of the day. And this stock was curling up, nice red to green here off of a wedge. And it really did its thing in pre-market. So, I told myself, Relentless, you got to jump on this thing before you know it into the open. We don't see much else. And that's exactly what happened. So we're green about 240 at the highs, and all pre-market action here. A little bit more rare for me, but it still will happen at times. We were watching at it. It makes its first break over the highs, and it starts to pull back. Nice bullish engulfing here. So once we start to bottom off this wick, I start risking off of that level. I'm watching it breaks down. I'm like, okay, I'll stop out. And I like the recovery right here. So once we start to see the recovery, I get back in here and I start to watch. We come down, we get another bottoming wick. I thought this was a great sign for potential continuation into the open. And this even had me thinking there would be a gap and go, but unfortunately the lag right here kind of messed me up. But yeah, a lot of quick trades, getting in low here, selling into the move, seeing this bottoming wick, buying the lows, selling into the high here. And keeping my stop tight as tight as I can. And I did get stopped out on this candle, but as we crawled back up, I'm back in. We hold, it continues. Right here I did mention I was a little too quick to sell on these two candles. I was a little too quick to sell. But the way how these stocks will play out at times, you got to be willing to get back in. And ultimately we did a great job of that. We came in, we read the patterns well, we read the stock well, and we took the opportunities. We could have put a little bit more size behind the trades, but besides that, I think it was a pretty good opportunity. And this was during the live stream, so you guys can check it out if you rewind to that time around pre-market. Next stock that was, something to look at was BWV. And BWV, it reminded me of TOPS from yesterday. The pullbacks on this thing really worked well, but I was not confident to buy into the levels, and a lot of that came from just not being here on time. Sometimes you're not here, you missed the first early move, and that kind of does it to you. The hesitation kicks in. I ended up buying a high pretty early, didn't go, and for me, I need to be in on this first low here. I saw it, hesitated, missed the entry, and that led to a downward spiral of hesitation. So not good. Attempted another high of day break here, no follow through, but it flushes down hard. And then, from the lows, we bounce up high. Again, from the lows, we bounce up high. From the lows, we bounce up high. From the lows, we bounce up high. It's just this process, right? From the lows, we go up a little higher. From the lows, higher. Just over. It did this over and over and over. And I did not take, control of it. So, this is the thing with trading. You gotta recognize the opportunities and on site be able to make it happen, or else you end up like this. When you're fully capable of handling the entire opportunity, you're red 116, which should never really happen because we were very equipped. We recognized what was going on early enough. No excuse. No excuse. LICN, small green here. It didn't really hold up over VWAP. We attempted trades in this area, but just didn't see much. And we did miss a limit order on one of these trades, which I believe went up a little bit, but wouldn't have been anything crazy. And then it came back down right afterwards anyway. So yeah, but this was a nice candle though. Marcelo mentioned he made 400 bucks on this candle, taking about 1,000 shares or 1,500 shares. It was a nice curl from 56 up to 79. I'm in at 64 higher. I wanted 57. And from there, I tried selling into the spike, didn't get the best fill, but still a pretty decent trade, a couple of cents. Yeah, and that was pretty much the day. GSUN, not much here, and the daily chart was looking decent, but we didn't really get to see the opportunity we wanted to. It's a little, it's not really quite showing as well here, but there's another one, GNU. I don't know. Here, I have it on my phone. Let's check. This stock, I wasn't aware of it, but it got halted up. GNUS. GNUS was halted up, and it was one of those stocks that I completely missed. Volume was light though. But we got halted at 466. It opened up. Let's see. It opened up sideways, it seems like, and went to a high of 80, then 88, and then sold off. And that was the day. We'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully that there's some more momentum. We'll be looking to take it patient. We'll be looking to take it easy, looking to take it slow, and not rush to rush. The main thing right now is to not give back profits. We're off to an amazing start. Account preservation, and then as soon as we see some momentum again, pedal to the metal. All right, guys, it's been Relentless. Hit that thumbs up button. If you're a new viewer, consider subscribing. And you know what? Let's take a quick look at big tech here. Bang stocks. Facebook. Facebook, not bad on the daily chart. Not bad. Earnings was really good. We had 190, but pulled back a little bit. Apple, still inside of this consolidation, but bounced up nicely from the lows of the consolidation. Netflix, not bad. This curl here is just slow and steady, man. From lows of 161. I remember down in this area, I believe it was Bill Ackman had announced he was buying shares, like, big money shares. So he's done well on that position, at least 100%, and he's probably been scaling out ever since this area here, more than likely. Probably still have a small position writing. But these guys, man, they're good at reading these companies. Google, Class A, Class C. Google, not bad, but lagging behind, it would seem like. Tesla, and then I'm out of here. Tesla, nice bounce, V-shaped red to green so far, running into the 200 EMA. But this will probably be back at 300 after another few months. I mean, this stock is so volatile, just an insane company altogether. Can they do what they did for the cars with the semi trucks? That'll be interesting. But anyhow, I mean, even the Cybertruck as well. Very interesting company. All these companies really. Meta, we'll see what happens with the metaverse. Seems like the way how technology is going, I have no reason to doubt that that's not where it's going to end up. Like, unless of course something new comes and it's just better. But the idea of this VR thing seems pretty, in terms of like the next step, it seems like what it really will be. But how long will it take for those of us invested in Meta? Anyhow, guys, I'm overdoing it. It's been Relentless Trader. Hit that thumbs up. If you are a new viewer, once again, consider subscribing. And I am out of here.